Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you're watching me for the first time, I go by the name of A Gift Somakwabe, known as Soma K. So yeah, this channel is all about careers, academics, finances. We're here to grow and learn from each other. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and tell others about this channel. Okay, so today I'll be talking about an interesting topic. So I was looking at the unemployment rate of South Africa and everything, and that motivated me to actually do a video on job interviews, right? So if you have a job interview coming up or something like that, congratulations, because it's rough out here, you know. So what do you do afterwards? So a part of the reason why I also wanted to share is because I realized out of all the interviews I've done, all of them I've been offered a job. So I was like, why not share? You know, there could be something that I'm doing right, that could help the next person. Okay, so in this video, I'll be talking about the importance of an interview, questions that you could be asked and how to approach them, questions that you should ask at the end of your interview, and I'll be giving you final tips when you're preparing for your job interview. Okay, so the importance of an interview. It is not only about securing the bag, right? Number one, you have given them your CV, they have an interest in you. So it actually allows the company to see the kind of candidate that they have on the table, and it also allows you to sell yourself and show them why you're the best candidate. So you need to take it seriously, whether you have a job that you didn't really see yourself doing, but you know, you have to start somewhere, right? That's what matters. Okay, and the possible questions you could get. Okay, so the first one would be, let's say, tell us about yourself. Okay, with this question, we're not saying tell us you have a cat and a dog and whatever, or we're not saying give us your CV again, because they've read your CV, they have an idea. So with this question, you need to sort of just talk about who you are. So what exactly you're all about, you know, maybe the values that you carry, the skills that you have, you know, ambitious, you love working with people and stuff. So with me, I like to add that I run a foundation that empowers the youth. I think that's quite something interesting that a company would like to know. So yeah, just play around with that question. Don't be too serious about it. They'll just need to get to know who you are. Okay, so remember, it's a formal process, but it's still a conversation at the end of the day, right? So don't panic, relax. Okay, so the next question would be, how do you define success? I can't really be specific about this one because we all define success differently. For me, it's helping the next person go up the ladder, you know. If the someone can come and say, you know what, Gift, thank you for mentoring me, I was able to do one, two, three, that's success for me. For someone else, it could be money, family, a whole lot of things. So just think about this question, and yeah, don't confuse yourself. Just know what is success to you. Okay, so the next question you could get is, why should we choose you? I feel this one is very important because there's like 10 other candidates with the same qualification or a higher qualification with more experience. You never know. So why should they choose you? So in this question, talk about soft skills. This is very important. A lot of companies are now looking for soft skills. We've spoken about how technology is taking over and all of that. You need to be able to think critically as well. So be able to work in a team as well, mention stuff like that, and then also your hard skills, which is more on your academics, and tell them what you can do for the company. What is your where do you see yourself in the company in future and stuff, you know. Give them that thing, man, to know this is why we should choose this person. Okay, and then your next question that you could get is, have you been applying anywhere else? So just be careful with this one, where you don't seem too desperate. You need to just tell them that, okay, I have been looking at other companies, a few other companies. However, I do consider this company as my first choice, and I would love to be part of the team, right? So just make sure that you keep it balanced, so they know that you're looking, but you are considering them first. Okay. Then another question would be, your employment gap. So yeah, it's a tough economy and everything, and sometimes you might be unemployed for like 10 months or a year or whatever. So your CV will obviously show that. And what the employer wants to see is, what have you been doing with your time? Yes, you've been applying for other jobs, but besides that, were you maybe starting a business, doing nails, trading, opened a vlog, something, selling fruits and veggies, like, yeah, you need to just show that I was not just a couch potato, because employers find it risky hiring someone who has been, yeah, they've just been still. It's very risky, because it's like, will you be able to get back into the zone, the pressure of the work and all of that. So tell them that you've been doing something. Hopefully you were doing something. Then your next question would be, what would you do in a scenario type of situation? So with this one, I can say there are three things that you can look out for. It can be a time where you demonstrated your leadership skills. It can be a time where there was conflict and how you dealt with it, or a time where you got criticism and you had to give feedback on that, right? So sorry for that. So with these questions, you should use the STAR method. Okay, so your STAR method is your situation, task, so what was the issue, what were you supposed to do, action, what did you do about it, and result, it's what happened afterwards. So if you speak about a time where there was conflict in a team, this was the issue, team members were disagreeing on something, and you sat them down and you discussed a way forward, and they understood, and you eventually succeeded in the project and you got exceptional results. That's the STAR method. Very important. Try and use that. Okay, so there should be a solution at the end. Yeah. Okay, and then they could ask you as well is, have you failed at something and how did you go about it? How did you react or respond? So yeah, guys, failure is not the end of the world. It's your first attempt in learning. So with this question, you have to sort of show them that you are a person that reflects and goes back to their mistakes or their failures and sees what went wrong and how you can do better next time. So for example, if you failed a module, maybe because you were with friends all the time, or you were always on Netflix or something, you went back, you saw your mistakes and you worked on it and you passed the module. So just make sure with this question there is a positive ending, more like a happy ending in a way, right? Okay, then another question, if you're fresh out of varsity, it won't be really applicable to you, but let's say you have work experience and you got fired or something. The question that you could get is, what happened to your previous job? So if you were fired, retrenched, or resigned, firstly, try not to sound bitter about the previous company or your previous employer. Just explain what happened and be honest, because remember, they do have your references and they can go back and call them up. And if your story is not matching with their story, it's going to be an issue. You will be seen as a dishonest person. Okay, so yeah, with these questions, I think the last one would be, what are you expecting to earn? So yeah, hey, money talks, man. We all wish you could say a huge amount, but don't go and say, I wish I want 500,000 per annum or something like that, right? You need to just say that you are willing to negotiate, you know, and also go do your research on the market related ranges in terms of the job that you're being interviewed for. So yeah, just say that you're willing to negotiate. Okay, don't go and give ridiculous amounts now. Okay, so now questions that you should ask. I know you probably sound nervous and everything, and you like not sure of what to ask, and you like what's going on in their mind, but you need to ask some questions. It shows that you're sort of comfortable and you did some research on the company and you're curious about a few things. So here are a couple of things that you can ask. Opportunities to travel. So in the field I'm in, accounting, auditing, there are opportunities to travel to different branches and all of that. So you can ask something like that. for a fresh out of varsity candidate, you could ask something about on the job training. So is there any training on the job to help me more equipped for the job, and know what I'm doing? You can ask that. If you're planning to study further and stuff, you can ask them, is there study leave? Is there an opportunity to be assisted with funding in terms of your school fees and stuff? So yeah, just ask something. Now the final tips that I can give, right, is number one, guys, arrive on time. Time is money. Time is money. I cannot stand latecomers, so imagine a company. Yeah, now you need to make sure that you at least you arrive 30 minutes before. Whether you sit at reception or whatever, it's fine. It's better than stressing, panicking because you're stuck in traffic or something. Okay? Dress appropriately, guys. So try and make sure that your outfit is ironed, you look clean. You're not wearing all these funky colors. Keep it simple. Just, yeah, stay calm. For ladies, if you're wearing heels, here's a tip: do not wear your heels all the way from home going to the company. You'll be tired by the time you get there. I would advise you to wear flat shoes. When you step closer to the company, rock your heels and just make sure that you can walk in them. Okay. The next tip would be greet everybody when you get there. That could help you. That could be a deciding factor. Just make sure that you treat everyone with respect, from the security guard to the receptionist, until you get to your interview. And smile. It really shows that you're friendly and you already see yourself as being part of the company. Research about the company as well. In terms of your research, understand the values, the culture, the mission statement, where they see themselves, what they're all about, and use that to align with your responses during your interview, so that you show them that you are part of the company, you belong there, you understand who they are. Okay. And just make sure that you also do some industry research. So go look up on the news what's been happening, because guys, they could like throw a question and you'll be like, yeah. So just make sure that you sort of get an idea. So for example, accounting, auditing, again, they could ask something, fourth industrial revolution, how COVID has impacted audit, something like that. Just do your research. And then yeah, do not rush to talk, guys. Stay calm. you know Listen, process, and then respond. Because remember, if you're just going to speak without actually understanding what they're saying, you will end up confusing yourself and the people that are interviewing you, and that will result in them asking you follow-up questions, which will result in a whole lot of confusion, and then they just like, no, we don't want this person. Okay. And yeah, just also remember to, yeah, be like, they're human, right? So if you don't hear a question or you don't understand it, please say, may you please rephrase, or I do not get what you're saying. Is there a different way that you can ask me this question? Okay. But don't try to dodge the question. It'll seem a bit, yeah. And then social media cleanup, guys. LinkedIn must be up to date. Make sure that you're not tweeting about controversial issues and all of that, because it is quite sensitive, and they may decide to check your social media and just get an idea of who is coming to their company. Okay. And then the last one is confidence, guys. I'm all about confidence. I believe in God, so Psalms 23 speaks to me. The Lord is my shepherd. I use that, to believe and to just gain that confidence and momentum that, you know what, I'm the best person for this job and I can do it. Like, if you don't have confidence, everything that I've just said will be pointless. Obviously, do not be overconfident, because yeah, you'll seem cocky, but just be calm, be confident, be yourself, right? And just to speak on the virtual side of things, since it's the pandemic and everything, just to make sure that you prepare your devices, your internet connection at least 15 minutes before. You do not want to arrive on the Zoom late. Prepare still, because you cannot you cannot be muting yourself, pausing, or whatever. It's still an interview. Okay. Just make sure that you look at the camera as well, so it feels like you are talking to them and they can see your interaction as well. Another thing is, guys, dress appropriately still. I know it might seem like, but why? Because most people just show the top part, but you might need to go get something quickly, and for you to get up now, and what are you wearing, pajamas or something, it's gonna seem very awkward. Try to have a background that doesn't have a lot of things, so don't have pictures, posters and all of that. Try to have a clear background, and just make sure that you have good lighting. So I would recommend being close to the sun so that they can actually see you. So yeah, thank you guys once again for watching this video, and all the best for your job interview. You got this. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and just share with your friends. Thank you so much.